Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Trickett, and yes, this is another amazing edition of Wake Up with Trickett. And yes, guys, I am out here. It is windy, allergies are acting up, but it's amazing. This day is amazing. It's sunny, it is beautiful. I'm telling you guys, I've been sneezing like crazy, but you know what? It's an amazing day. I'm out in the back and life is good. Everything's headed in the right direction. And guys, today I want to talk to you guys about like attract likes. Next on Wake Up with Trickett. Hey guys, let's just jump right into this. Like attract likes, okay? It's the laws of attraction. We've all heard it. And so some of us even may question how exactly does this work, because you always hear whatever you're thinking, right? Whatever you're thinking, someone else is thinking the same thing. Whatever you like, somebody else is liking. Whatever you dislike, someone else dislikes as well. And to prove this, that this actually is what it says it is, you'll see all the different walks of life. I mean, we're not talking about your outer appearance so much. We're talking about your mindset, right? So, when you look at the homeless people and you're like, what would possess you to want to eat out of a trash can or beg all day or whatnot? But you won't see them alone. Here's a homeless man, no money, no resources, no security, but yet and still he'll attract a woman that'll want the same thing, or that'll have the same characteristics. And you can look at this all the way down the line. You'll see someone, a gangster, a gang member, successful or street cred level. And regardless, they will attract a woman that does not mind living that type of life with them or putting up with that type of life with them. Like truly attract likes. So, for a person not then to be attracting something of their same likeness, I always say they would have to be dead, pretty much. Looks like I've been crying, but no. Just sneezing my butt off. But they would have to be dead. Why? Because everybody attracts something. Either that, or they would have to just be thinking, I'm in a box, I'm in a box, I'm so lonely, I'm so lonely, so lonely, I'm in a box, I'm in a box, I'm so lonely, I'm so lonely, to where they would just be in a box and so lonely. But outside of that, no one's really doing that. So outside of that, if your like isn't attracting your likeness, because like attract likes, right? And then there's either resistance, and this is even for myself. There's either resistance, and only you know if you have resistance, some type of doubting, questioning, some type of negative thoughts or whatnot. Only you know if you have that. Or, to me, I'm gonna say it can also play a role on where you're at. Now, I believe like attract likes. But I also believe where you're at can play a role on that attraction. Like, you could be in a small town like me. I promise you, I feel like there's probably more guys than women here. Probably so. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, because it's just like that. Like if she breaks up at like Monday at 1 o'clock. By Monday at 1:15, she's already talking to somebody. Like it's like that. You know what I mean? It's like they're just in line because there is not enough of resources when it comes to females, is what I'm thinking. I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like where I'm at. So I think if you're in a small place looking for a spouse, looking for some hangout friends, it may be a little bit more challenging for anyone that may be in a new place that is small, because they're going to just have less, and less of everything is less of everything. Obviously, I believe in a bigger place, your like attract likes will work more faster, more quicker, because you have so much more of everything, good and bad, but you just have so much more of everything, right? So I do believe, outside of the laws of like attract likes, which I believe wholeheartedly, I do believe location can play a role. But is it impossible? No, I don't believe it's impossible. But play a role? Yes. Why do I say this? Because I already said it. It could be hardly anybody there. It could be a small place, whatever. It just doesn't work out for you. So availability could be absolutely like almost nothing. And then when you minus that with what you're attracting or putting out to drawback, it even gets even more slim pickings. But the beauty about like attract like, guys, is that it may take a little bit longer if you're in a small place. But unless you're dead, the wino, the drug dealer, the drug addict, the person that's just crazy. We all know crazy people. Yeah, they got a job and everything, but we're like, man, that person's crazy. The kid in school, the college guy, drunk every night, not going to bed thinking anything except for what the last few moments of the last few shots were. Everyone is attracting someone. So don't allow anybody to try to put you in a negative state and say maybe you may be thinking negative. You know if you're negative. And even if you're negative, you have people that have been in abusive relationships. That means they were attracted to it and they stayed there. That means they are attracted to it and addicted to it all the way up until they found out it was abusive and it registered in their mind. So you have drunks that will attract people into that. So there's all kinds of walks of life. There's all types of addiction. And there's so many people that are attracted to those states. They won't say it's that state. They'll find something else to latch onto. But to latch onto that, you got to accept all this other negative stuff. And so, like attract likes. We can't latch on to them if we don't have some of that same stuff into us. We can't latch on to her if we don't have something of that same stuff into us, because we're magnets, we're energy. If we're not on the same radio station, if we're not on the same frequency, and then we're not going to match up. We're going to miss each other. One's going to be here, somebody else is going to be here. Because we're not on the same frequency, we're not putting out the same energy, the same like-minded thoughts. And that also leads me to 3. That also can be a third challenge, because most people, as you know, they're not awakened. So now, even no matter where you're at, but if you have more people, you have more sleep, or people that are not awakened in this amazing wisdom, but at the same time, you still have more that are susceptible to want to hear it, learn it, be ready for it. And so you still have that other side. Once again, if you're in a smaller place, and then the idea of finding someone thinking like you on a positive level, not boosting yourself, but someone that's meditating and, they're all off into the whole, awakening thing. Let's just be honest. It's far few in between. But is that person out there? Yes. Can you draw that person to you? Yes. Is that person that's ready to change their life from a negative life, from a life that hasn't been working for them? Can you draw them? Because then they're still thinking like-minded. They're not unequally yoked. You don't have someone awakened with someone that's not awakened. And now when situations arise, you have one meditating, right? And, seeking their higher self. And then you have someone else complaining, pouring out all the negative words and whatnot. And they don't know no better, but yet and still not ready for change. And then that's where those type of relationships, they get tested at. And that's where a lot of them even fall at, because they don't have that support. They don't. And if that person is an extremely strong, if they're not aware of their power and how strong they truly are, they're going to crack, because they're only going to be able to put up with that for so long before they go, you know what, I can't do this. I got to bail out. Why are they bailing out? Because they're looking for somebody that's equally yoked, somebody that will resonate with their energy. And everyone has someone out there. Like attract likes. How many of these people that treat people wrong, women that treat men wrong, men that treat women wrong, still keep attracting people that want to be abused? No matter if they heard the stories, no matter if they've seen the telltale signs, they have their own personal issues they're wrestling with. And they feel they have a need to change someone. Or out of 7 billion people, this is the only one. So whatever the case may be, everyone puts their self through their own roller coaster ride, through their own journey. And this leads me to this now. I do believe, and I know it's going to sound like I'm contradicting, no, I'm not going to say it, because I can't do that. I'm going to just stand on this. I do truly believe where you're at plays a role, where there's a lot of people, small population of people, and then also how many people are also meditating, knowing the words of power, saying positive words, willing to change, right? Willing to change the life that they currently live now, willing to know that they can make it better, that nothing's written in stone, everything's movable, everything can get better at any time they want to change their mindset for it to get better. It could get better. But they got to believe that, right? And most people don't. But like does attract likes. Like does attract like. There is someone liking what you like, hating what you hate. And you are drawing people that are thinking on the same wavelength, on the same radio channel, the same frequency. You're attracting people all day that think on that same frequency. Now, if it's a small town, maybe they're not pouring in because it's just a small town. So they got their own little headaches and ways and things, and their own superstitions and programs that they have too, that, all that has to be worked out as well. And nobody wants anybody messed up anyway. Who wants bad luggage? And it wasn't even caused by you, right? I mean, that would have to really take somebody willing to change, going in, and then showing it by their actions to even want to go down that road, I would think. Because you want to get as equally as yoked as possible. If you want to have a pleasant time, because you want the conversation to still be pleasant. You want your time to still be on things like-minded and things you can agree and disagree on that is still going to have you feeling fabulous there. Because you already feel fabulous, but they're just going to be enhancing that wonderful experience, right? So check this out. So, like attract likes, guys. What you're thinking somebody else is, you're drawing into them. And you know what? Sometimes it takes a little while. But when that one that comes in, guy or girl, whoever's waiting for who, I promise you, the wait will be like wasn't even long once they get there. It's like when a mother has a child. The process, she feels the swollen ankles and this morning sickness and all that. But then after she has it and they put it in her hands, she forgets immediately about everything that she went through. She forgets immediately because of all the joy, right? Because of what she's been waiting for is finally here. So all of you guys that are waiting on someone, I just want you guys to know that if there's no resistance and you feel good about it, then you're in the best place. Always feeling good. When you're not feeling good, when you're not happy, when you're upset is when you're in the bad place. But as long as you're feeling good, good things are always going to come to you because you're in that good vibration of goodness. And whatever you're putting out is always coming back. And most people are just negative and always wrestling with their own negativity. But we are co-creators understanding that, so we have our arms wide open to receive and our heart always willing to give. And with that being said, guys, this is Trickett, and this has been another amazing, wonderful edition out here in this wonderful weather, guys. Let me show you. It's beautiful out here, guys. And with that being said, I'm out. Bam. You guys have a good one. Take care. Peace.